Hello, my wonderful team of viola players. I want to say thank you for your hard work and everything that you've been doing to show up for Bravo. You have a wonderful attendance record, which I love to see. And you've been working so hard in your lessons. I love this. I just want to work on the beginning of symphony up to letter A and give you a couple pointers to keep in mind while you are practicing at home and on your own. If you're just practicing someday and you're like, oh, how does that part go? Then you can find this video and play along with me. The beginning is pretty straightforward. I want to make sure that you have a bowing marked in measure 7. I want you to make sure you're playing a down, up, up for measure 7. That way measure 8 can start down bow, and that's like way comfier. So let me show you that first. Okay, so here's the beginning. Also, I'm sorry, I'm playing on my violin right now, not a viola. But Mr. Will said that he's gonna get me a viola, so make sure you remind him to get me a viola. Okay, here's the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and... Did you catch it? Okay, and then the second line, the second little chunk is pretty straightforward. Let's start from right there, measure 9. Same thing. And then we get to a little bits tricky spot. So those 3 measures 17, 18, and 19. If you think about it like a D major scale, but you just have that extra B at the beginning, that should feel maybe a little bit more natural. There's where the D major scale starts. Now here's my favorite part. I love this section. So you start on first finger on the G string, A, and make sure you're using pinky for the next A. Measure, I know we've worked on this in lessons already, but that last measure, what is that, measure 22? It's a little bit different than the first 2 times. So if you just remember, it's all first finger and 4th finger in that section. It should help you kind of jump around without playing the wrong notes. So that measure 22. Okay. Let's go through that really slowly, and I'll show you a couple ways to practice it, and then we'll do a run through. Okay, so here is measure 20, I think, 16, 17, 18, 19, yeah, 20. Okay, so here it is, nice and slow. So if you're getting a little bit flustered in these notes, what I like to do to practice a lot of notey passages, I like to play them in rhythms that are different than what's on the page. So I'll play them in like a dotted rhythm like this. So you're going long, short, long, short, long, short. So try that, and you can try it the opposite. So short, long, short, long, short, long. Sounds like this. You guys are better at the viola than me. Does that make sense? So feel free to like pause the video when you need like a moment to practice on your own also. So like if you liked the rhythm that I just played or something that you heard at some point in the video, you can always just pause the video and work on it yourself. I think that's a great way to practice. Then I would maybe, you could do one more crazy rhythm. Hold the first note of every measure, so it sounds like this. So holding the note gives you a little bit of time to plan for what's coming within the next measure, and it also gives you like a moment to kind of like catch your breath. So hopefully if you confuse your fingers enough with those rhythms, then when you play it on the page like normal, it'll feel a little bit easier. So cool. Okay, let's do some play-alongs, okay? I'm gonna pick a couple speeds that we can play at. One that's like painfully slow, and then one that's like medium speed, and then one that's like maybe that's what we're aiming for the performance. Okay, so my first tempo is gonna be 50. I know it feels very slow, but the violins will thank you. And in turn, you will thank the violins for sounding somewhat decent. I'm gonna put the metronome over here. Okay. So I'm gonna play beginning to A with the metronome at 50 beats per minute. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, let's pick up the pace. If you want to go back to that spot in the video and play along with me slowly for a while, you can totally do that. Okay, now I'm going to bump it up to 80. It's quite a bit faster. Can you hear that okay? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, here we go. From the beginning, this is at 80 beats per minute. Ready? 1, 2, 3. okay? I hope you did great. I'm sure you did great. Now let's see what happens. If we go up to 100, I think most of you are already there. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and... Woo! We did it. Okay, I think that's all you need to know about this section. And again, please feel free to go back in the video and find the spots that you find the most helpful. And also, if you ever have questions and you want to write them down in your music and bring them to me in your lesson, or comment on the video if you have a question there, or ask Mr. Will. I think you're doing a great job, and I'm really proud of you and proud of all the hard work you're putting in. So thank you for watching this video and for showing up for Bravo. I really appreciate it. Okay, we'll see you very soon. Take care.